Other interesting political news, you have Vivek on the Hunter Biden gun conviction going viral. Now, Rogers thanks to Vivek's personal ex-Twitter, and he says, quote, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The Hunter Biden trial was a sham. It's a smokescreen to legitimize the Trump conviction and deflect attention from the Biden family actually likely crimes, selling off our foreign policy to make their family rich. Don't fall for it. And like all true men, he did, of course, suit up. It's only about a minute 6 long, and should be told his voice is infinitely better than mine, so without too much further ado, I'll play that.
So Hunter Biden was convicted. Big freaking deal. This trial was a sham. Just like the Trump trial, it was a sham, but a sham for a different reason. It's a sham designed to legitimize the Trump conviction. That's why it came right after, even for charges that date way far back. But it also avoids accountability for the Biden crime family on the actual things that Hunter Biden should have been charged for. Like, for example, peddling foreign influence while his actual father, Joe Biden, was the vice president of the United States. Hunter had no business serving on the board of a Ukrainian energy company, a state-affiliated energy company that's affiliated with the same country, Ukraine, that his father, now as the U.S. president, is sending hundreds of billions of dollars of your taxpayer money to. That's where the real crimes lie. So this deflects accountability for the actual investigations that are more close to implicating Joe Biden, while coming in convenient timing right after the sham Trump conviction in the veil of bipartisanship. Don't buy it. I said this before, I'll say it again. This is a smoke screen, and the reality is you got to cut through it to get to the essence of what's happening in this country.
And that went pretty well. It got 2.2 million views and 110,000 likes. I thought it was going to be the one more to get 111,000, but nevertheless, 110,000 likes. And yeah, that's a good point. Now, be interesting to see what the general consensus is in the comments here. One of the first ones comes from our favorite leftist. Well, not really favorite, but I follow him because he's someone who's very much a leftist, and more interesting data the better. Life can get a little bit boring if you're in an echo chamber. Now, Keith Aloha, which of course he has a palm tree emoji, at least for marketing, you know what that is. And he says vote Democrat in 2024, or this is his biography, so you know Keith's background, who's wearing what appears to be a rudimentary button-up shirt, but nevertheless. Keith says, vote Democrat in 2024. It will be the last time you can. LGBTQ, animal lover, pro-choice, gun reform, Hispanic SCOTUS, no MAGA, never Trump. So the antithesis is pretty much everything I believe in, especially trying to pack the Supreme Court. He says gun reform is just smoke and mirrors for gun confiscation and having the government only have guns, as we've seen them do time and time again. But nevertheless, Keith says, oh, Vivi. That's creepy. Nevertheless, he says, oh, Vivi, give me a rest already. You'll never be VP. You'll never be a cabinet member. Moreover, you'll be forever known as one of the many morally bankrupt politicians so far of Trump's smelling orange hole. Pathetic and sad. What a legit legacy for your son to live for the rest of his life. His picture of Trump, and he accompanied it with a picture of Trump saying convicted felon, no one is above the law. No one. Ironic, because again, Joe Biden's gotten away with a lot. Now that did get 25 people that liked it. Luke Scalise, finally. It's been a while since I've seen our favorite leftist who, in terms of like fashion apparel, he's wearing a V-neck as a man, which I would argue is only appropriate for like a date when you're married with someone, maybe after 3 years into the relationship. That, like a home date, that might be an appropriate attire. As we all men, true men, obviously we all know true men always suit up. Luke also brags about how boys should not be able to be allowed to play football. That's what he pins to his profile. But nevertheless, Luke Scalise says everything is a conspiracy that revolves around Trump, like the sun around the flat Earth. They got mentally vacuous, yes, but they could get 539 likes. So a lot of people do agree with him. So let's see. The first comments are liar. One says, "Sir, the people which you refer believe in geocentric solar system, not a heliocentric one." A lot of people just rolling their eyes. But again, he got some likes. Paul Zupa says, "Great take, Vivek. You nailed it. Got 102 likes." JD Sharp says, "Correct. It was to one, distract from the Biden family's FRA notification violations. Two, create the illusion that the DOJ isn't biased against Trump. Trial was political. And importantly, three, justify Trump doing jail time." Got 492 likes. ZNO says there are 450 plus documented violations of state and federal laws and regulations that are revealed on Hunter's laptop. Wow. There's a report on the Biden laptop by Marco Polo that got 268 likes. Let's see here. Modern Warfare with Alex Jones. Don't think it's obviously his real profile. It says, what about all the, again, cover your ears if you have children listening, try to make this moderately family friendly. And he says, "Did you hear about all the inappropriate child material on Hunter Biden's laptop? Why are they playing the evidence on TV in Russia but not here in America?" Got 480 likes. Tom Bonjour says, "I think Vivek is 100% correct about the Hunter Biden trial. It's a smokescreen." That got 485 likes. Let's see, scrolling down more and more. Valentin Gomez says, "It's a lie. 81 million votes. Hunter must be an artist, and the Biden family having business. They're all corrupt." Getting 544 likes, which, yeah, Hunter Biden was selling shitty paintings for like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Which, granted, I'm by no means an artist. I could barely do chicken scratch, but yeah, he was selling his like modern art paintings where if a child can do it, he's just throwing crap on the wall. Yeah, he's making money on that. Let's see. Her Majesty says they charged him with crimes that would not lead back to Joe Biden. It's all smoke and mirrors. Then you have, geez, he doesn't like that. Ugh, even wearing a T-shirt. It says New York. A little video compilation of Hunter Biden's ineptitudes. Yeah, got 403 likes. Joe Bianiano says, "You got it. It's sunny. See you July 11th at Trump's prison sentencing." You got it sunny. That's a new. I haven't heard that in a couple of years. That got 207 likes. Kimberly Klezak says, "Agree 100%," getting 471 likes. Another contrarian statement, Tanya Bailey. This. She's a Seattle sports fan, history nerd, loves dogs, unfortunately dealing with cancer, followed by Art Candy and Kim, so other prominent leftists that we know about. And Tonya says, "Oh, come on, get rid of that pop up. You guys are very pathetic and predictable." What? Is a horse moving? I don't know. I don't know sports balls, but I know enough to know that I'm pretty sure horses don't move field goals during NFL games. I'm like 99% sure that doesn't happen. But nevertheless, this GIF has the horse moving the goalpost, which ironically is what famously Democrats are known for more often than not. That got 372 likes. Let's see. Going down more and more. Bellevue Loves USA says, "I'm not." And as Tucker Carlson says, "When people no one voted for run everything, you are not living in a free country." Getting 52 likes. Avatar says, "Go buff." Oh, wow. Contrarian statement to say the least. Attacking his forehead. Avatar says, "Go buff your forehead, weirdo." Getting 149 likes. Which, I mean, if I was Vivek, I'd probably do that just for spite. Just to be a little funny. But nevertheless, Gary Kopenik says, "You're an idiot." Getting 460 likes. So more contrarian news. Or comments, rather. Oh, here's a good one. 1770s, Americans after being taxed at 2% by the British. It shows, good old Mel Gibson charging into war with a great film called The Patriot. It says 2020 Americans after being taxed 37% by the government, and it's Kermit the Frog bending over, spreading his private parts open. Got 72 likes, but life is worse than that. Feds take up to 40% of your income, and states can take up to 30% of your income depending on where you live. Then don't forget about the sales tax, property tax, alcohol tax, tobacco tax, telecom tax, water tax, car registration, gasoline tax. What else? Estate tax, inheritance tax. If Americans were good at math and we actually sat down, we saw of every dollar we earn, how much do we really get to keep? Yeah, I'd be pretty depressed. And if most Americans were in shape, maybe there'd be a revolution tomorrow. But no. Again, that did get 72 likes. That was from the Engagement Farmer saying, "Regardless, the majority of Americans will still refuse to think critically about abolishing the income tax." Oh, yeah, we definitely get rid of that crap. I love fascinated and interested by economic debates. Maybe I'll review those later in the show. Let's see here. Do one or two more. Being Libertarian says, "Hunter Biden's gun case is a psyop to get Republicans to normalize gun control. He's a pawn probably because he left crack at the White House," unquote. Getting 99 likes, which that would be a good, fascinating, interesting move on the political chessboard if gun rights groups were actually because again, Hunter Biden's defense team was saying you can't self-incriminate yourself, legally speaking, and on a 4473, which is the paperwork you do to purchase a firearm from a dealership, well, you actually have to do a checkbox that says you're not addicted to illegal substances, including marijuana, which is, again, a reason why you should never be foolish enough to get a marijuana card. Because once you do, you just gave the government evidence that you're addicted to an illegal substance, and you can no longer purchase a firearm. More often than not, I've heard one or two cases where they can make the argument or it doesn't, but I've heard more cases of people being struck down because of that. But yeah, if you were to actually have all the pro-gun folks go, "Hey, we think background checks and these paperwork, they're unconstitutional," because they are, that would be fascinating to see. the Democrats then try to stick up for Hunter. How would that play out at the end of the day? Now, Al Kalek says the key takeaway from the Hunter Biden trial is that the laptop is real and has now been verified. What other crimes are on the laptop? Who are the girls on the laptop? Why do the emails on the laptop tell us about, or what do the emails on the laptop tell us about the Biden crime family? What happens to the feds who claim the laptop was Russia disinformation? I got 93 likes, and those feds will probably get a raise and a bonus because they did what they were told to do. Yeah, yet another conspiracy theory proven right. Oh, it's a compilation of Yanny saying lead by example, and it's Joe Biden arguing in the Senate for tougher crimes. Then on the right is a video compilation of Hunter Biden's illegal activities. It got 16 likes. So, do you think this is just a smokescreen to distract us from the more serious crimes of Hunter Biden that could, well, many people postulate that it does actually lead back to Joe Biden, 10% for the big guy? And do you think this will be used in terms of, political movement on chessboard, say for them to say, oh, see, the Department of Justice, they go after both sides of the political aisle? I mean, it's not all around possibility. Let me know what do you think will be the biggest reaction from most prospective voters on this conviction? Do you think it'll sway them one way or the other? Do you think they'll say, well, sure, but what, Biden just pardons his son? Or if they just slap on the wrist like, yeah, you're convicted, but here's 2 days community service? Will that have an impact on people's perception? Let me know in the comments, because as always, I'd be fascinated to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.